Hello, I hope you are doing well. Today's video, we're going to talk about the difference between emotional dumping and venting. And the purpose of this is really being able to find a happy medium of being able to vent to your support system while also still being able to maintain healthy relationships where it doesn't put a strain on that relationship. And I think this is especially important for empaths. If you identify as an empath, such as myself, where you really take on the energy of the people around you, we really got to be protective of our energies in that way. So this video is especially important for you. So I don't know if you've ever had any relationships or friendships or roommates, but I definitely have, where I began to associate that relationship with negative energy, with just stress or sadness or anger, because a lot of emotional dumping was involved. It got to the point where I wanted to avoid this person because every time we were together, oftentimes it was just a one-way exchange of them handing off this negative energy to me. And, although I definitely want to be there supporting people that I love, that I appreciate, during hard times, sometimes I'm just not in the right headspace for it. Sometimes I don't have the energy for it. And that act of emotional dumping can definitely put a strain on that relationship. I've definitely been the culprit of this as well. Sometimes in romantic relationships, when I come across an instance or behavior that's very triggering for me, I can go in attack mode. I can just focus on that behavior and the negativity surrounding that behavior, play the victim, and not really be open to discussing solutions, just talking about the hurt that it caused. As humans, I think it's very easy for us to dump emotionally instead of vent, especially when we are in high stress situations, which I think is very common in this year especially. So some other signs of emotional dumping include that it feels toxic, it overwhelms you with many issues, it keeps repeating the same thing over and over and is really blaming others and playing the victim, not really taking any accountability of how their actions might have caused whatever happened, and they're not really open to any solutions. On the contrary, venting, it will feel healthy. It'll stick to one topic. It's time limited, so it doesn't go on and on about the same thing. There's no blaming, there's no victimizing. They consider their part in their accountability towards whatever had happened, and they're also open to discussing solutions. Another thing that I like to practice when I need to vent is I ask the person if it's okay for me to do so before I do. Be like, hey, I'm feeling really stressed out about X, Y, and Z. Can I vent to you? And doing so shows that you are being really respectful and mindful of that person's time and energy, because it does indeed take time and energy to tend to listen to a person that needs to discharge any emotional energy, whether it be stress, anger, sadness. And I also like to thank people for allowing me to vent to them, because it shows that you're appreciative of them for taking the time and the energy to listen to you. If you are on the receiving end of a dump, of an emotional dump, you can communicate to that person that you're not in the right headspace for it. You can say, hey, I really want to be here for you right now. I understand that you're really stressed out and I want to support you. However, I'm not in the right headspace right now. I don't have the energy for it right now. So can we talk about it later? Or if it's being delivered in a way that isn't received well by you, you can explain that to them, especially if the venting is about you. You can say, hey, I am receiving this in a way that makes me feel like I am the perpetrator, that I am, just this evil person, the bad person in this scenario. Can we talk about it differently? And if that person's not able to respond in that way, that is suiting for you, that would help you best receive that message, you can just step away from that interaction, from that conversation, be like, hey, I think we both need to calm down before we address this topic. Let's go and do something stress relieving, and then come back and reconvene, talk about it when we've both calmed down. some things that I like to do when I'm stressed out and not in the right headspace to deliver a message that would actually be received, that I would want to receive, is sleep. I think sleeping is a great emotional and mental reset. Some people like to work out. Some people like to bake. Whatever your stress relief is, if you need to have that moment in time to yourself where you are able to effectively vent instead of emotionally dump, take those steps to do so. So in sum, if you begin to associate stress, anger, sadness, just generally negative energy or emotions with one person, chances are it's due to emotional dumping. Not to say that you can't be there and supportive for the people in your life, but your time and your energy matter too, and you need to be respectful and protective of it. So being able to notice the signs between dumping and being able to have open conversations revolving around your energy levels, the timing, how to best deliver or communicate an issue, event that would be best received, are great ways to shift from emotional dumping to venting and to help form healthy, long-lasting relationships. So that's it. That is this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. And if you did, would very much appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up, and hit that like. I already said like. And hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any future videos. Not future. And hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any future videos. So with that, I will see you next time. Goodbye. Right. I need to eat some breakfast.